All right, guys, here we have the 500i. Neat little surprise for you. Been real excited about it. Got a opportunity to put this together and get it rolling, and we'll show you a little bit in comparison with some of the other saws that have been on the market in this size range from Stihl for several years now, and hope you enjoy. All right, so here we have a 460, and I'm sorry, 046. This is a late 90s variant. In approximately year 2000, most of the chainsaw stuff switched the zero and put it in the first, the zero at the beginning went to the end. So this was an 046, and then it went to a 460. And these are just an amazingly tough saw. I really like a 460 saw. And then we saw the first redesign of the 460, which means 461. And this one, of course, has the Western grip on it, set up like the rest with 32-inch bars. Then we have a, next in the line is a 462, again, Western grip. Second redesign of the 460, and has a 32-inch bar, all that set up. And let's back up here a second and look at a few things. We have the, on this saw here, it is a displacement of 77 cc's on the 46. Then on the on the 460, we're still at 77 cc's. We slide up here to the 461, 77 cc's. 462, where is it? 72 cc's, slightly smaller. Again, this was newest, latest, greatest in that lineup. Then we have the newest, latest, greatest of all. It's a 500i in at 79 cc's. You can see it hiding there, and we'll have ordered it with a Western kit with the full wrap bars and all that good stuff. More aggressive bumper spikes. These, at least they did put outboard bumper spikes on it on the standard setup, but it is a non-Western saw. They just don't have them right now. They have had this one on order since January, I think. Yeah, ordered this in January. Still don't have, they didn't know when it was coming in. They had the opportunity to order 4, and they got 4 of them in. They called me and said, hey, do you want one of these 4 that are non-Western? I said, sure, we'll take it. So we've got to still have another one, a Western, on order. So whenever it gets here, we'll do it. But they said that they are allowed to have 4 at that dealership, and it's at Hardman's Hardware in Summersville, West Virginia. They're wonderful folks. If you ever need anything in that neck of the woods, great folks to work with. But we just kind of took it as they had it. So it was either that or nothing, and I wanted to get it out to these guys so they could be checking it out and seeing it, watch it operate. A lot of difference we have here. We see right back here we have a multi-function switch on a 460 and 046. And I'm sorry, let's back up one more. There it is on a 460. We slide back here, 461, same thing. 462, it is M-tronic, so it only has the start function down here. As soon as you pull the trigger, it goes to idle. This one has a stop button and a purge primer. You pump that thing 8 times, hot or cold is what they claim. I have seen them, Europe has had this saw for a while, and I've seen people start it without doing it, but they claim you need to do that every time to purge the air. Now, we say brand new saw. This has no carburetor. It is a 100% fuel injected saw. We think new technology, but standing right here we have a 480i, which is a quick cut and a 12-inch version. If you had a 500, it's a 14. So same engine though, as we're seeing right here, and this one has been out for a while, and it seems to be fairly reliable. So I'm not usually one to jump on the brand new technology, but it's not exactly brand new. They've had it out for a little while, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Real excited about this saw. We'll get it all switched over to 32-inch stuff and carbide, and I'm looking into just ordering the Western stuff for it to see if that's a possibility. Just get it in parts and at least get the bigger bumper spikes and stuff in it, because those big bumper spikes will spoil you, especially in the old crazy wood we will work in a lot. So there it is, 500i ready to go. Okay, quick 500i update here on the bumper spikes. These are the ones that came with it, and the aluminum chain catch. here is the side plates, or the bar clamp rather, with a set of 660 bumper spikes on it. You'll notice these come up at the bottom if you look at it. Here is a set of 462 spikes, and they are flat along the bottom instead of being angled up. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just set it up on there for you. There you can see that difference in the angle. This makes it really nice. It sits down on the table better. And if you're storing the saw, it keeps the bar up off the ground better. But there's a little bit of a shot there for you on the two. The 462 ones aren't quite as deep as those, but they are still a lot more impressive than these little guys that come on here. And that one. There's the factory 500i units right there. So still quite a bit more impressive, and you get that nice roller catch on the bottom. I really like that a lot better than that aluminum piece. But this is an entire side cover off of a 462 with a Western kit. So I just transferred the Western inner plate or bumper spike there, and there is the side bumper, can't talk, the side cover bar clamp for that. Now you notice there's a little bit of difference in the two as far as coverage area. The top is identical as it goes around on the 462 and the 500i, but the bottom, and I'd imagine it's because it's the Western one, it has a little more coverage down there. You can kind of see the difference in it. All this area right here is extra on the Western 462. So there's that 500i stuff up there, 462 clamp, bar clamp, and inner bumper spike bolted onto the 500i. Again, only because we can't get the Western stuff, the 500 just yet. No idea when it'll become available. I've had one again ordered for 10 months now. So really excited to get our hands on this 500i right here, and wanted to again kind of get it all ready to put into service, and for us that means big spikes and 32-inch bars. So anyway, we'll just wanted to update you on what we found out there. And again, on this, we did have to grind just a little bit on this right here to clear this area right here on that bumper spike. Again, that's off the 660, but don't think that's the best source for these. I still feel you'd have to grind the 462 one because it is deeper as well, deeper than the 500i. I'm sorry, the 500i. Hey, my fingers to work here. The 500i is deeper. Machine that cut out there, you can kind of see. Lay it on there, probably a eighth of an inch or so, maybe a touch more. But anyway, so it would need to be relieved a little more to clear that. So slight difference there, but really cool. Anyway, just again wanted to bring you up to date on that, and cool mod there to get what we need when we struggling to find what we need. So there we have it. All right, guys, here we are back again on the 500i. The part number I'm showing you right here is on the inside of a 462 bar clamp, and it is a Western style. It has a little more meat in this area. These guys are, different position. You can kind of see over there the height difference right in here and here. This one sets a little lower, and the one back here is off of the 500i, and it is a 1142 648 0460, and this is a 1142 648 0461. So I'm imagining that this different casting number, our part number in our casting, is going to be Western versus not Western. And you see it goes down a little bit further here for the Western style, and has a different rubber dust guard there. So anyway, what we're trying to do is just make sure that this is compatible. It is bolting well. It's all fitting really nice. And again, we're doing this in an effort to get a set of Western spikes over on our 500i so we can put this puppy to work. So getting really excited though, and just thought I'd bring you along for that. I'm waiting for a call back from our local dealer there. They're double checking to make sure that we're not going to run any trouble there. I don't want to give out information that's faulty or bad. So again, just waiting on that call back, and we'll let you know something soon. again, whenever we're putting a bar and chain on, I always like to preload it. Oh, sorry about that. We'll put the end of our bar down on the protective scabbard there so we don't tear it up. And I get to lift up on the back of the saw back here so that it again preloads the bar, and we'll crank this puppy down. Get sure it's you got to tension the chain first, folks. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get that thing where we need it first. Like to get a nice firm snap back at the base of the tooth. Whew, looks wonderful. Now we'll tighten this puppy up. Again, by doing this, it's going down in there. And again, this is we'd ordered this saw again 10 months ago, and we feel really blessed to get the opportunity to check it out here. It's supposed to again have the full Western kit on it, but it didn't come with that, and it's just not available right now. And the dealer again got 4 of these units in, and they were good enough to call me and say, hey, we got one in. If you're willing to take one without the Western for now, we'll have one for you. So I went up there and picked it up. Just super excited to get to try this thing out, and it's looking really good with that 462 bumper spike on it. It sets like I like to see them set with the bar, not dip down in the dirt and or on the ground or on the table, whatever. It gives it a nice support so that the bar sticks up where it should. And but anyway, I'm going to fuel this thing up. We rerun the synthetic mix and the Stihl oil, and we're going to be running we'll probably go ahead and put summer oil in it because it's okay. We have our first start up here of our 500i. It's we were supposed to first start up here, the 500i. We've got quite a different system here on the back. Again, you're used to seeing a multi-function switch on the back on a let me grab a 461 here for you. If you look here, we've got choke, half choke on, run, or off up here at the top on the 500i. Now the 462 is M-tronic saw, so it doesn't have the 2 positions below run, it just has 1. This one just simply has a push primer and a primer bulb and a stop button. So it says in the owner's manual, push this thing 8 times. 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to do it a few more because that one has not had fuel in it. We'll get some fuel now. We'll punch it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there we go. Awesome. Now this saw is should be ready to start now. So let's see what it says. Make sure the chain brake's locked. Lock it in. That's it. Now let's try it here. From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. compared to the 461. Again, we'll have to select the full choke. We'll crank it till it burps one time. Sawdust down my eye there. It's a windy day, blowing around face shields and sun or safety glasses. All right. One burp, go up one click. Watch it be out of fuel. Nope. Let's try him again here. One, two, three. Seems very powerful. It's very impressive. So anyway, there we have it. We've got to see a older version. You got a 462 in there as well, but I thought I'd bring that one out. It's we just had it going the other day. So but anyway, there's the and they're more similar in size. The 461 is a 77cc saw, and the 500i is a 79. The 462 is only a 72cc saw, so it's a bit a little lighter, a little smaller, but again, similar apples to apples comparison here, and both running carbide chain, both running light bars from Stihl. So anyway, hope that's interesting to you. Hopefully it's helpful. There they both are sitting there, and again, this one does have 462 side plate, sorry, bar clamp and bumper spikes installed on it, so that it will I really like the big Western stuff, and again, we just couldn't get it on the saw, so that's what you're seeing right there. There's a little shot of really trying to crowd it. I was able to stall the chain if I set the spikes pretty deep, but seemed to pretty good display of power there. Very very strong when you get into it. So really excited to really put it to work and see what it'll do. Okay, folks, hope you enjoyed. There's one last quick shot of the 500i before we go put it to work. It's still nice and shiny and clean, and it won't look like that for long.